bought a pair of rollerblades a year ago, and they sat in the box untouched. Until now. Humans have been rollerblading since the dawn of time. But how did this centuries-old pastime become such a staple in everyday life? Some say the fad will surely fade, but I say think again. Whether it be for exercise, transportation, or just having a good time, rollerblading will get you from point A to point B. Crashing into existence in 1760, the inline skates were born. The inventor John Joseph Merlin actually crashed into a mirror trying to make an exciting entrance to debut his newest invention. That's why my number one rule when skating is safety. Already a skating accident, and I haven't even put my skates on yet. Are you ready for safety? In March, I started crocheting. I found my new love, But I've been having so much fun with it. I've made so much stuff. When I crochet, it's kind of like my brain turns off for a little bit because I have to really focus on what I'm doing. And turning off my brain is one thing that I really, really struggle with. So finding something that I can be creative and also get a break from myself, it's a win-win, I actually started crocheting in middle school, kind of. I really wanted to crochet. I don't even know why. I think a couple people at school were crocheting, so that made me want to start crocheting. My dad bought me everything I needed. He bought me yarn and hooks and a book, but all I could ever figure out how to do is to do just a straight line, and that's it. I couldn't really figure out how to go back through, even with the books. It was a little hard to understand, and we didn't have YouTube then to teach us everything, so it was kind of hard to try to figure it out with just the book. But now in our year, the Lord's year of 2023, we have YouTube and all kinds of information at our fingertips that can just teach us, which is amazing. I've learned so much stuff. It's freaking crazy. I'm going to show you what I've made so far this month. I am filming this on the 14th, so we're already halfway through the month. So sorry about that. If you want to see what I've made the last couple months, you can go on my TikTok, Eggy Wets, for my name, Eggy Wets. On my socials, I made eggs. They're super fluffy and so freaking soft. Doesn't it look so soft? You can just feel it through the camera. The whole time I was using this yarn, I was like, this white yarn needs to be a cloud. So you know what I did? I made a freaking cloud. Look how cute. One night, I was just sitting there doing nothing, and I get a text from my cousin, and she says, can you make me this poncho? And I was like, yeah, I probably could, but I need a pattern for it. So what did I do? A genius move. I reverse Google searched the image, and what did I find? I found the pattern book for it on eBay for $2, maybe $3, but shipping was $4. So it was $7 to $10 with all the fees and whatever, but a pattern book from the 70s, which I think is so freaking cool because so many people have asked me to make them things or ask me if I sell things. I want to start a crochet Etsy shop. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I love making things for people, so why not? It's a little scary starting something new in an Etsy shop where it's on me. That's really scary. But I'm gonna push through it because I can do hard things and I can do scary things. And that brings me to my second rule of rollerblading: never give up. This month, Alex and I went to pick strawberries at Blooms and Berries, which is a farm that has activities all throughout the year. We went in the fall of last year during their pumpkin season, and it was a blast. I hadn't picked strawberries since I was a kid, so it brought back a lot of memories of picking them with my dad. He grew them behind our garage, and my favorite part was the jam we made. When Alex and I bought our house, there were already strawberries growing behind our garage. I can't wait to see how many we get from our own garden. I hope these strawberries never give up. And you know who else never gave up? Jason Lewis, the first person to travel across North America on inline skates in 1996, which was only part of his journey to travel across the world with only human power. He faced many trials during his travels, but the hardest one yet was being hit by a drunk driver and breaking all 2 of his legs. But Jason persevered, and after 9 months of bone rejuvenation, he was back up on his skates and finished the last part of his journey across America. Talk about getting from point A to point B. In the game of cornhole, players must get a bag from point A to point B. Point A being their hand, and point B being the board directly in front of them. The bag tosser can score points by either landing the bag on the board or inside of a hole, or risk allowing their opponent to score more points than them, making them the loser with the L on their forehead. Well, the days don't stop coming because the next day, Alex's family came to celebrate Mother's Day. We did a cookout and had so much food. We played this duck game from Alex's childhood that's been in their family for centuries. And we played some cornhole. You know, like from earlier. But I couldn't stop thinking about Jason and how bored he must have been while having 2 broken legs. Not being able to roller skate or continue his travels. Not even a skip or a hop. Just sitting there staring. I wonder what he did to pass the time. Maybe he played games from his childhood. Maybe he learned a new instrument. I guess we'll never know. I think I would be okay with having 2 broken legs. I'd just crochet all day. Speaking of crochet, I made a few things. So, first, this one isn't finished, but I mentioned it before. Here's what I've made on the poncho so far. If you can't tell, it's a size for a toddler. So, I'm gonna give this to my cousin's niece, and then I'll make her one, her size, and they can have matching and it'll be cute, and they'll do a photo shoot. But super cute, love the color pattern. Love! Then I made some ghosts. Super cute. I am not a big fan of this one and this one's eyes. They're too far apart and they're too small. I followed the pattern and I'm not a fan. I do like these eyes. These are cute and big and kind of further in. I think those are cute. And this one's cute too. It's kind of like a crazy ghost. Super cute. And then I made a little baby ghost, but I ran out of yarn, so I didn't get to finish it. But I do have yarn that I can. I just haven't yet. I'm also in the process of making a witch hat. This is what I have so far. If you haven't noticed, I was making a lot of Halloween stuff, and that's because me and my friend Dahlia signed up to run a booth at Bitch Craft Fair in October. It's like witchy themed and Halloween themed. So I'm gonna make a bunch of ghosts and witch hats and spiders and bats and all kinds of stuff to sell there, while Dahlia is gonna make some art. It's gonna be so fun. It's a little scary, but since I don't have 2 broken legs, we decided to go for a hike. Houston Woods State Park is a madhouse free-for-all, except for when it comes to the virgin forest. Never knowing the touch of mankind, the forest lives without fear. In 1797, Matthew Houston bought the land after, some things, and passed it down through generations. Eventually, they made it into a state park and nature preserve. I think they did a good job at preserving all the nature because there was a lot of it. They even added natural electricity to all the signposts. Well, that's a wrap for May. It's been a strange month, but I'm learning to embrace the strangeness. We even grew a single strawberry. Maybe it's not so bad to let loose a little. To feel a little wind in your hair while you blade. Maybe it's not so bad to act like a kid every once in a while.
Never let these thoughts be the light of